Welcome back. Mark Fidgett here with notapennydown.com. Today I'm with Jessica White of Reliable Mortgage. Jessica, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Mark.
Jessica is the driver behind Reliable Mortgage. They're one of the largest private lenders in BC. In fact, they operate one of the largest MICs in BC, which is a mortgage investment corporation, pooled money that they lend out. And Jessica, you know as well as me, this can be a great investment, but new people to this type of lending or type of investment, they always have a very similar question, that is, what happens if someone doesn't pay? And we'll assume, for argument's sake, in this one, that there's lots of equity in the property because all the due diligence was done well, and that the first mortgage with maybe one of the big banks is all up in good standing, up to date. It's the second mortgage that's in default. So what happens?
What happens at that point is you issue a demand letter, either yourself or your lawyer, and they have 7 days to respond to that. From there, you issue the CPL, the Certificate of Pending Litigation on the property, and the petition to the court. They will be served with that, and they will have 21 days to respond to that if they are in Canada. From that, if they do file a response, then they are looking at 8 days service before you go in to get your order nisi.
Okay, so 7 days, and then another 7 days until you're on title?
7 days demand, and then you get 7 days. They will do the paperwork to register on title, and then you get served, and you have 21 days from when you're served.
Right. So when we say register on title, basically you're just registering the fact that there's a foreclosure taking place. It's not registering any difference in ownership or anything.
Yeah.
And then they've got 21 days to
respond to that notice, so they can file a response that they want to be notified of the foreclosure as it goes on.
So regardless of whether they respond or not, at that point after the 21 days, what happens then?
Then you go to court, so you either serve them. If they have responded, they have 8 days. If they haven't responded, you can go into court right away and get your order nisi. And with that, it details your redemption period. Generally, it's 6 months.
Okay, so 6 months, but they still have that 6 months themselves where they control it.
Exactly, yes.
Okay,
yes.
So after 6 months, obviously if they sell within that 6 months, everybody gets paid out. If it doesn't sell within that 6 months, then what happens?
Then at that time you notify them again, and you go to court again, and that is called conduct of sale, and you're looking for control of the property at that time.
Okay, so I think what you're saying is you basically got a couple of weeks and then 21 days, and then they've got 6 months, and at that point now you can step in and take over control of the sale.
Yeah.
And let's fast forward and let's say that property sells. What happens then?
At that time it sells, and then you get paid out. You should receive all of your mortgage debt and interest and costs, and then the mortgage gets discharged off title. Okay,
so in your experience, basically you're getting all your money back, plus interest and all that?
Yes, generally, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jessica.
Thanks, Mark.
Great to have you in.